Bam, 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 bam.
You are now about to witness.
Knicks real talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like sauce, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We flew by confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prize Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, summary in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding the orange blue skies. In the Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick shit assassin.
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks real talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks real talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks real talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? We are in the building with the recap. What's popping, everybody? Divine Shot Powers. Hold on, let me say this real quick. Boy, didn't I tell you about out there playing with them big boys out there? I told you to keep your ass in the house. You cannot play with them grown men out there on the playground. I told you about playing with the big boys. Take this belt to ass and call it a night. Get that ass in the house and do your homework. Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin', everybody? What's good? We in the building. Down some belt to ass treatment. Punk jump up to get beat down. Ain't nothing but a beat down, ladies and gentlemen. Shot Powers, what's good, my man? I can't help myself tonight, bro.
Man, Divine. Salute to you as always. Salute to the family in the chat, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Salute everybody.
Belt to that ass, boy. Get your ass in the house. Get it now.
In that house, boy. You cannot let another grown man like that, boy. Salute. Man, Hawks, what's good, my man? Good season, my man. Good season. Y'all come back next year stronger, but you know what it was, belt the ass, my man. Good Lord, it was tough, man. A bunch of young guys couldn't really get it done against the guys who got a bunch of experience like New York Knicks. But that was pretty crucial right there. But they come back next year and respond. But man, I'm gonna tell you something. New York Knicks wasn't playing last night, ladies and gentlemen. You talking about closeout, Shot Power, that's closeout. But anyway, salute to the chat. What's popping? Brian, thank you for the super chat. Rasul, my man, what's popping? Hawks, Atlanta, 678, what's good, my man? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in, man. Like I said, good season for you guys, man. It ain't nothing but maturation. That's all it is, my man. From time you go, you got to, in order to be the best, you got to go through the best. And that's what happened with you guys last night. But it's all good, though. They came and played, but just wasn't enough. The Knicks was on it, man. They just was on. They wanted it bad. You could see the way we were playing Shot Powers. But holler at your boy, man. What you feeling like right now?
I'm from last night. I'm easy. I watched the game about 17,212 more times and stuff like that to see how the Knicks just, the Knicks really performed last night, man. And that was not no A+ game. I mean that was not no A level game last night. The more they played this team, they figured out their inconsistencies, their trends, what they like to do, what they don't like to do. And last night they went hard, And as a Knicks fan, it was really something to watch, man. To see this team, get a record by losing two back-to-back games by 1 point, and now at the end of the same series to just demolish the team and win by the biggest amount in playoff history. That is a phenomenon to me, man. And the way they did it, it was just, and I mean, it was good to watch because you got to see the young guys almost play a quarter and a half almost. I mean, they play almost like a quarter and a half. So, salute to the Knicks yesterday for getting that big win, man.
Yeah. I like I said, to be frankly and honest, like I think I was telling people a couple of things on that. Like I said, when we try to, like my shirt say, no hyperbole. We don't spit hyperbole up in here. We keep it a buck. And I was like, ladies and gentlemen, to be honest with y'all, these cats not even in our league. Y'all heard me say that about 3 games ago. I was like, the Knicks just ain't they ain't bring their A game yet. But they are Atlanta is what the Boston they're gonna be what the Boston Celtics are. That's what their team is molded with. You know what I mean? Once they get a formidable big man, they're gonna be okay. But right now, that because of who we have on that court, then we got 5 guys, and I started lineup. They legitimately can all be all-stars. They bring their A game. You see the last night. What I meant by that is that these cats, Mikal, even though he had a good season defensively, he didn't really have it going offensively. But now you see what can happen when he get it going. And I just think that's something to be worried about for a lot of teams, because you got 2-way players on both sides of the ball. And Anunoby MVP in the series. Big Cat can even have it. He can even have it say about, even Jalen Brunson can have it say about it. But I thought that our defense yesterday was crazy, Shop. I haven't seen New York Knicks play defense like that in a long time. I've seen them play it before, even under Tibbs. You get a glimpse of how they. But last night though, they wasn't giving up anything. They were like, no, we're not gonna let you get anything, no matter what you do. We're going to put our hand in your face. We're going to put our hand by your hips. Whenever you shoot that ball, we're going to always contest everything you got. And being that you don't have no bully ball type of players, only thing you can do is rely on jump shots. That's the Boston Celtics. And I cannot say that enough. That's why Boston don't want the Knicks in the second round. They better not beat Philly tomorrow, because they ass get sent home too, because they ain't nothing but a jump shooting team. I said it last year. I'll say it again. We sent their ass home last year with around 4-2, because they ain't nothing but jump shooters. So what do you do to jump shooter? You make them shoot jump shots. They ain't got enough power to go down there against the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson and Big Carl every time, Anunoby. Them ain't too many teams in the East can do that. You know what I mean? Sean Powell, I think that was pretty much the ice on the cake for me through this whole season, was the bully ball was on full effect on defense, offense. Every phase of the Knicks game last night, Sean Powell was number bully. Just bully the shit out. I'm like, these cats ain't taking no prisoners. And I think that's what happened. So you got to give them credit what credit is due. They just played a hell of a game. Like Shao Powell said, they was on their A game to the power, whatever you want to say it. But they did a good job. Salute to the Knicks, 140-89. It was tough to watch in a sense. Happy for us, but it was tough for them. But you know what? What don't make you weak, make you strong, Atlanta. So, you just got to, as a young team, you take the belt to ass and say, next time I'll be better. And watch them guys. They'll make their GM will find some guy to get in there to help them out. But that's all about, we've been through that too, Shop. I remember we got to the first round, we got waxed. You know what I mean? I think Atlanta beat us in the first round that year with Trae Young and them. And Tibbs first got there, got the team to the playoff that first year. But then after we got that taste in our mouth, we came back a little stronger the next year. The next year we got a little stronger. That's the same thing Atlanta gonna go through, just like every other team, like the Orlando Magics of the world and all them guys. It's a maturation process. They just had to go through a tough last night, though, for sure. What's good, Mr. Tito? What's popping? John McDonald's. What's good, my man? Salute to you. Good to see you, my man. For real. What's popping? But yeah, Shop out. I apologize.
Nah. They got a good core and they got a good foundation to build off of. You know what I mean? They got some wings, they got some defenders, they got some shooters, and they can play some defense. You know what I mean? So they got something to really build off of. You know what I mean? A couple of little moves in the offseason, something like that. Get them a real point guard, you know what I mean, that can score like them, a headsy 6'4", 6'5" guy that can really help them out and stuff like that. Not taking nothing away from McCullough, but he's not. I mean, he's playing he has played a point guard role, you know what I mean, with Dame. Both of them play off the ball and play the ball, but he is not a point guard. But anyway, make a long story short, that's all they need. They'll make some changes, and they're gonna remember this. Oh, they're gonna remember this. Every time they play the Knicks, every time they play the Knicks, that core, if they stay together, every time they play the Knicks, oh, it's on and popping. So it's good to have that rivalry like that in the NBA. You know what I mean? Not that we want to see what it got to with Mitchell Robinson and Dyson Daniel at the end of the game. These guys getting ejected and really going at each other, but overall a good it's gonna make it more exciting next year.
Yep, facts. Yeah. But just salute to them. Good job, Atlanta. Salute to you guys, man. Don't have to hold your head down. You know what I mean? You caught us on 2 good games, and you took advantage of it, and that's what you're supposed to do. But like I said from the beginning of the series, that team is not us, ladies and gentlemen. You just don't become a team like the Knicks, who done been battle tested against some of the superior talent. Like we were battle tested against some superior talent the last couple of years in the playoffs. We talk about some of the top players in the game. You talking about Brown and Tatum and what's my name playing tonight? Kay Cunningham. Then we went up Halliburton. See, we've been through that already. You know what I mean? So they don't have nobody on their team like that yet. Obviously, Jalen Johnson would get there eventually, but he ain't none of them dudes, not yet. But he's a foundational piece. They got some good foundational pieces that they could build around. They're gonna make some moves. You know what I mean? And they got some good tradable assets. But I just knew they wasn't in our league though. I knew that. And that wasn't even just being no homer or nothing like that. The numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. They don't have a Jalen Brunson. Nobody on that team. They don't have a Big Cat on that team. They don't have an Anunoby on that team yet. Jalen Johnson, the closest one till that. But you think about it, they don't. And McCullough, he's just a savvy veteran who could ball. But you see what happened when they made the adjustment and threw my man on him. That was over. It was over. So that just go to show you, it's big boys league, man. They just wasn't ready for this one, man. But salute to them anyway. But I tell you, Shop Powers, I was sitting there last night watching that game like this shit is amazing because we knew what they could do. But that's what happened when you execute the game plan for Luke and you on your A game all night. That shit. And when they came out in the second half, that's what really had me tripping. They came out in the third quarter because Atlanta say, okay, let's go in the locker room, try to make it respectable. Let's try to get it down to 20, whatever, Soon that thing went up, Mikal Bridges, bang, bang. I'm like, oh, Mike Green could have went crazy with bangs last night in that third quarter the way they came out. So that was a contributor to the way they played basketball. I really got nothing to say. But hey, Rasul, I can't believe they choking like that. But if they ain't got Wagner, but that's what I was saying. Without Wagner, Orlando got a 3-2 lead and close it out tonight in Orlando. And they just was beating these dudes by a certain amount of points. Now they tied up. So that's go to show you. It's pretty crazy, man. If they lose this one, it'd be Detroit. And
if they lose this one, this will make it real interesting. I think they go back to Detroit too.
Yeah, they close it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, man. Overall, Shop Howard. It was just good to see the way they was balling. Like I said, right now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let me put up there. Like I said, salute to my man Doug Fresh was good. Joe from AC. Joe, what's poppin', man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in, man. For everybody, man. Salute to you guys, man. Real talk. I know it's a Friday night. We on our Friday night Knicks and our KRT. We here, man. We doing our thing. But it was just a good overall performance. Can't be mad at what we seen. Gotta be thrilled about it. But all I can say is this here, that was some belt to ass shot. Oh my God, that was crazy, man. Good job, right? You can see it right there. That's why I named it the New York City Gritty Committee, the Belt to Ass Edition, ladies and gentlemen. Word on. Just what put down. And them young men you looking at on that screen right there. John Powers, if you look at that them guys on that screen, what's crazy to me is like, just look at these guys. Mitchell Robinson. Let's take Mitchell Robinson out of the equation. You got 6 dudes right there. All of them can shoot threes. Not one or two of them. Josh Hart having a good year from downtown. Now he had a last couple of good games. Cat got to shoot downtown. Brunson can shoot downtown. Anunoby can shoot downtown. Mikal can shoot downtown. Deuce can shoot downtown. Then when you add in the other guy that's out there like Shamus and the Clarksons and Alvarados and so on, man. And then you look at that same roster right there, other than the 2 in the middle. But I got to give Big Cat his credit, Shop Powers. He played a good defense series and he's winning games. So every one of them dudes on that damn screen, and even Jalen Brunson, when he makes an effort to play defense, let's say Jalen Brunson and Big Cat average defenders, but the other 5 dudes on there, they all defenders. And that shit showed last night. They shot power. They was in the passing lanes, blocking shots, rebounding, stealing, everything, man. I'm like, this shit was insane last night to me, the way they were doing it. So salute to them guys for just being who they were and letting everybody know when we play the way we supposed to play New York Knicks basketball, we come together and play collectively, sharing the ball like we always do. No egos on our team, no selfish players. They don't care who get the bucket. They just want to win. And that's why they won the series, because it don't matter one night a Big Cat got 20 and the next night he got 6, but that dude had another triple-double. I'm like, Anunoby was like series MVP, hands down. So I think overall, that's a good team right there, man. And them 7 guys right there, counting the other 7 or whatever that's not on that screen because of certain reasons, they deserve all the flowers they can get. And nobody can take that away from the Knicks, Shot Powers. Nobody can take away nothing from the New York Knicks and what they accomplished. It might be new to some people, but it wasn't new to us because the numbers don't lie and the eyes don't lie. You know what? Numbers don't lie. And all that, But I just knew that the Atlanta Hawks was not in a league. They're not, because they don't have all them dudes up there like that. They don't have 2 all-stars. They don't have 2 guys like that who are all NBA or all caliber. They don't have a guy like Anunoby who's all. He literally could be an all-star this year and all NBA defender. And I don't think they got guys like that. And that's why I don't think they can beat us. And I don't even think Boston can beat us because of these dudes right here. Throw him on Jason Tatum. Throw him on Jaylen Brown. Throw him on Derek White. And you ain't got to stop them. Just make them numbers minuscule. Below mediocre, and that's how you beat them guys. And Philly kind of giving you the blueprint to that already. So, Shot Powers, I just think overall we pretty good right now for sure.
Yeah, I'm I was expecting a beat down. I was expecting a big. I think my score was respectable beat down. Whew, man, they just leaned in on them. And what can you say? Everybody, what they had like everybody had double digit scoring. It seemed like man, they were in rare form last night, and we needed that game to set a precedent. You know what I mean? Everybody seen that game last night. Everybody seen that. It was like whoa. Did you just see what the Knicks just did to Atlanta? Man, Knicks just came back. They lost 2 games and won 3 in a row. That's what the Knicks just did. Ooh, man, that's decent. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It happens like that, and I just hope we can continue to carry it over. And the biggest thing for me now is to see which team it is, who it's going to be. If it's going to be Boston or if it's going to be Philly.
That's going to be a tough game. Yeah, yo, Ron, what's good, my Ron? Good to see you, my man. What's popping? Mr. CEO is in the building. The general of the SKF Army is definitely in the chat with us, man. Ron, what's popping, my man? I know you're going to be getting it done. I know you should have a great show tomorrow. I know it's going to be on there. I know it's going to be lit. I know it's going to be fun tomorrow, Ron. Good to see you, my man, for real. Spike Lee, what it do? What's good? Harlem World is in the building. Spike Lee, what's popping, my man? I see you, my brother. What's good? Shot Power, we go with some stats right quick and all that stuff, man. Because like I said, that was belt the ass treatment last night. Little boy, you better get in the house. You can't be playing with them big boys out there. Get your butt in the house. Take this belt. You cannot be out there playing with them grown men out there. And that's what it felt like for them dudes last night. So they got it handed to them, man. But like I said, they be all right next year. They just got to go through their adversity, go through their growing pains like anybody else did. Just like I said, like we did when we was Tibbs first got here. Go through your growing pains, and know that you got to go in the gym and come back better next year. And they will. The general manager makes some adjustments, brings a couple of more players in there. They're gonna be up and coming. It definitely wasn't their turn last night, though. That's for sure. The Knicks was on it. When I mean on it, they was on it, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, let's look at these stats and everything like that, man. We get back at it. I open up the panel. If anybody want to get in, you're more than welcome. It's all good. The door is always open. Y'all know how we do. But ladies and gentlemen, last night, let's look at the statistics from last night. But I don't know what you need to look at, but ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the board right quick, New York Knicks shot 79% from the charity stripe. Atlanta shot 78, not bad. 2-point area, the New York Knicks was 76%. 2-point area for Atlanta, 47%. Ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks shot 36% from downtown, close to 37. We'll take that. Atlanta, 9 for 35. They only shot 26%. But, man, look at that overall field goal percentage, 59% from the floor. Atlanta, 38%. 46 rebounds, 9 offense, 33 assists. I mean, that just was insane to me, bro. 16 steals. That defense, I'm telling you, that was the best defense I ever seen since the 90s Knicks. And that's how long I'm going to have to go back to see a game like, I'm talking about this particular game. I haven't seen a game like this since Oakley and Mason, all of them was locking jokers down. That's how that game was to me. 6 blocks, 22 fouls overall. Just good numbers all around. But Atlanta, the minuscule number Atlanta had, that's what happened there. It definitely, we took them out of the game. Look at the New York Knicks stat line. Ladies and gentlemen, 29 points for Anunoby, series MVP to me, by I must say, shot power, 29, 7 and 2 assists. Mikal Bridges, ladies and gentlemen, 24, 5 and 3. If Mikal Bridges play like this the rest of the way in these playoffs or close to that, ain't nobody beating the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. No, if Mikal Bridges give me 14 in these numbers.
Right. The numbers I'm looking at, was it 4 and 6? What was it 4? What's the other two numbers?
5 and 3.
5 and 3. Yeah, 14, 5 and 3. Yeah, 15, 5 and 3. I'm with that.
For real.
I'm with that.
Jalen Brunson 17-2 and still had 8 assists. Josh Hart 14, 5 and 2. Big Cat another triple-double, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all this is in 27 minutes. And so I'm like, man. Jordan Clarkson, 7 points, 0 rebounds, 1 assist. Mitchell Robinson got ejected, but he was doing this thing, man. Tyler Kohler came in, Shaman came in. Then they just brought in the player to scrap it up. And Shohan, all he got had a little bit of numbers and everything. But overall, just an outstanding win. You can't say nothing else about that. Atlanta, Jalen Johnson, 21, 8 and 6. McCollum, 11 points. Josh Hart, Shaw Powers, and Mikal Bridges. Defense on McCullough and Alexander Walker, impressive. Straight impressive in that series, ladies and gentlemen. Shut them cats down. And even Kuminga numbers. But ladies and gentlemen, look at these guys I'm pointing out. Jalen Johnson, McCullough, Kuminga, Alexander Walker. These dudes is not the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I told everybody about 3 games ago, they not even in our stratosphere. Not yet. They not even in our stratosphere, ladies and gentlemen, shot power. So I say all that to say I just thought that was a really good response by the New York Knicks. Kudos to them. Great job by our guys. Now we got to get ready for Boston and Philly. Boston better capture that tomorrow. I'm telling you, they better get an answer with Joel Embiid tomorrow. If not, it'll be Knicks and 76ers.
Oh,
like I said at the beginning of the year, Philly was a dangerous team. Everybody kept counting, they old. No, it ain't. Old don't mean nothing. As long as you're on that basketball court, you still can play. And right now, they got the momentum. Because this is a pressure game for Boston. This is a pressure game on Boston. But like I said, Shop Howard, I say it over and over again. I'm gonna give it to you. Boston Celtics would not beat the Knicks because they're a jump shooting team. I gotta keep saying that because they don't got no. Other than Jaylen Brown occasionally get in there and Shop Howard, and then my man Jason Tatum, he get in there when he's off a pick and roll or something, but. These guys, they're gonna get down there and post you up. You know what I mean? And I just don't think they can handle us, man. So let's see how it goes. But that's gonna be a good game tomorrow for sure. D. Ross was popping, D.
Yeah, man. It's not much more to say about the game, man. I mean, it is so much, good. I mean, the way Clarkson played, the way Alvarado came in and knocked down some shots. The positioning, all the things that they did, man. I mean, the rebounding, still shooting about 37%, still right around 80% from the free throw line. And I mean, over 30 assists. I mean, all those things are keys, man. And they fulfilled them things tremendously yesterday, man. Tremendously. I mean, they got the team to play 12 and 6, 8, almost 16, 18 minutes. The bench and the second unit play. Now, I mean, they played the end of the third quarter, 6 minutes, and almost the whole fourth quarter. So it is a good game, man. Take nothing away from what we did because win by 1 or win by 500, it's still just a win. You know what I mean? But the way they won was overwhelming for me to watch yesterday. I was usually how I was texting you, Divine. Come on, man.
Listen, I'm gonna bring some people on the panel. And then after I bring them on the panel, we're gonna go to the highlights, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna bring my man who my brother ain't seen to the minute. He popped up in the building for the ATL. We got Joe from AC in the building. Joe, what's good?
What's going on, Joe?
Yo. What's going on, guys?
Sincerely, what is good? What's poppin', OG?
Peace, God. Peace. Both of the guards.
Damn, well, good to see you, my man. If I see you, that means I know you live and well. I just glad to see you. What's up? What's poppin'?
Man, hey, man. Queens in the building.
Okay.
Hey, Queens in the building. And hey, check me out, yo. We in the building. Knickerbockers on topper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
My man Shaw Powers out here. I'm loving the Spike Lees.
Yeah, man. Hey, Joe, what's good, Joe?
Yo, how we doing, guys, man? I'm feeling awesome after this series, man. I know a lot of Knicks fans in the beginning of the series when we lost that first game everyone was kind of down in the dumps, man. I was trying to pick everyone up and let them know. I was like, yo, stay the course, stay on the ship. It's like, a lot of us were talking all this crazy about Jalen Brunson this, and I was not having any of it, man. And, I know when we lost that first game in game 2, we lost by 1 point. I said to everyone, yo, we could easily lose another game, and I still wouldn't be worried. And what happened? We lost that game 3, and I'm like, yo, guys, chill out. Like, we're good. We could win 3 straight games here and be fine. And what happened? Straight up. The Knicks showed out, man. OG Anunoby, I said he was going to be my player to watch. OG Anunoby had the series, probably his best series ever, man. And he was cooking. Absolute menace, man. He was looking like one of the best players in the NBA, man. Just the way that Jalen Brunson was setting those cross screens and he was getting open, just all those misdirections, all them plays in the corner, him hitting his threes, man. It made everything flow so nicely. And, yo, salute to Mike Brown making the adjustment, man. Because you know what? If Mike Brown didn't make that adjustment to give Cat the go-ahead to run the offense, we would have never went on that run because Cat was getting so many other players involved. Like, when he has 10 assists, that means someone's dropping 20. So, man, I was loving it. Loving it, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to tell you something else. That was the hardest, the grittiest. You talking about New York City gritty committee. That was the hardest defense I've seen in years, man. I mean, them dudes wasn't giving them dudes nothing.
Oh, yeah, man. That defense was awesome.
Yeah,
awesome, man.
Unbelievable. They was in the passing lanes. They wouldn't even let them do breathe. Every time they put that ball in the air, somebody jumping over there in them passing lanes, somebody reaching behind it. That was just phenomenal, man. It was just awesome to see. I can't say enough about that.
Well, because it's funny, man. In the beginning of the series, or in the season, we were all very hard on Cat for the way that he was playing defense. He was missing assignments. He was letting guys just like dribble right by him. A lot of people were calling him a cone on defense. And just to see him level up in real time during the playoffs and make some big stops for us during some critical games, man, for Cat, the sky's the limit for his defense, man. And there's a lot of other players that stepped up too, like seeing Mitch as well, just getting all those stops out of nowhere for us, man. And it was awesome. What a series, man. I'll never forget this series. For me, this is definitely my top 3 right now series for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, I
just because of a 51-point win, that's NBA history. That's record setting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Hostile environment was semi-hostile. Semi-hostile environment, but yeah, they was doing it, man. Hey, C. Lee, what's your thoughts on that game, my man? Talk to me and give me some of that intellect of yours, bro. C. Lee, you there? My bad, he'll be in a minute. But yeah, Justin, everybody, Shop Howell, it just was phenomenal display of basketball, will and skill. It was just will and skill, and that's what it all boiled down to me. It was really about the will that we had, the skill that we had, the executing, the paying attention to detail, knowing that you got a team on the ropes, on the brink, and you found a way to say, you know what, not only are we going to send you home, but we're gonna send you home in a orderly fashion. That was
Well, yeah,
crazy.
man, that's the thing, right? Like attention to detail. Like
That was
I was
not
saying,
orderly,
yo,
yo. That was disorderly.
There you go.
I'm saying,
Okay.
like, yo, getting Brunson off ball was the best thing we could have did in that series.
Yep. Yeah, C-Lee.
So, hey,
Corey,
man.
you
Yeah,
there?
man. Hey, yo, real. I'm trying to, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm in
Yeah,
the
it might
car
be
with my
internet
bro right
connection.
now. I might have to mute. I'm gonna mute real quick.
Nah, the Nick took all the internet out of Atlanta. That's what happened. All the energy. And knocked out
Yo,
Grits down.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They damn sure did. They put both feet. They put both feet in these boys' caboose.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
It was, yo, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
Me and my
facts.
brother was sitting there bugging out over that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an awesome display of basketball. You can't even front on that, man. That was. Now we just got to say, you know what? Just you obviously you're not going to beat the next team by that amount of points, but I tell you what, this Atlanta thing, shot power to me, set up the stage and let Boston or Philly know. I'm tell you something. He messed around. Remember, we came back on Boston last year, beat him out, took him down 20 and all that. I don't think nothing changes. I don't think nobody in that East. I don't care if it's Detroit. I don't care if it's Cleveland. I don't care if it's Boston. I don't think none of them teams could beat the Knicks when they when they got all four of their guys playing like this, especially their main guys. Because I just think we got a guy to answer their guys. We got Anunoby for Jason Tatum. Like I said, we got my man for Jaylen Brown, or we got Anunoby for Cade Cunningham, or you got my man for whatever. We got guys who could play the other guys, and they don't got to answer for Jalen Brunson. None of them. So, Big Cat. So I think the series pretty much go to Nick's favorite shot powers.
The biggest question for me right now is not the game from last night, and I don't want the Knicks to be off too many games, but the biggest question for me is it going to be Boston or if it's going to be Philly? That's the biggest question, and that's my idea. You know what I mean? They asked Clyde last night. I watched them ask Clyde about the game, and I watched him. And being a Knick fan, you just miss him and Clyde talk, especially when he's on MSG. His smooth elegance, the way he directs his words and stuff like that. So he came through and said some stuff. He came through and said some stuff. And they asked him about the Philly game. I mean, who would he prefer? And he said something similar like how me and Devine said it, almost verbatim, about Boston and how Embiid is you don't know what you're going to get from Embiid during the night. You know what I mean? So I that's my big thing right now. That's what I like to talk about soon. About who's going to be there.
No, they're gonna give everybody a chance to speak.
Yo, go ahead, Courtney, then I'll let Joe get in here. But real quick, y'all, man.
This is my brother, man. My brother got something to say. So,
hey, yo, I'm saying the Knicks is like, the Knicks is damn near like Atlanta. When they get to the pressure point, they fold.
Yo, that's not me. That's him.
Yeah, I'm saying they do.
This is what I deal with.
They got all the talent. But they just like Atlanta. All the shit in Atlanta, they got the team, but every time they get to the real shit, they fold.
Okay,
bro.
When did the Knicks fold other than last year against the Indiana Pacers because they had a subpar second unit who they had nobody to go against them. But the New York Knicks have won 4 years in a row, over 50 games, been to the 4 years consecutively, went to the second round, went to the third last year, and about to go to the finals this year. The next year they win it all. So I think they went from freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. Now they in their senior year this year. They don't win it this year, their senior year. They come back and graduate next year, win it next year. I understand where you're going from, but I think this team is a whole different team, bro. This team, they listen.
Hey, I'm saying if they play like they played last night, they unstoppable. Straight up, they unstoppable.
Yep.
If they keep that consistency like they played last night, they can't nobody beat them.
That's facts. That's facts. Yeah, they need to stay
Ain't nobody
consistent.
beat them, bro.
Yep, you're right. They got to stay consistent, though. I mean, because like I said,
They got to be consistent how they played last night because they played a wonderful game last night.
yeah,
That's the Knicks.
yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Well, let's hope they stay consistent, my man. Because we don't want them to be what you talked about. We want them to go ahead and
Yeah,
do
man, I don't want them to be like that, yo. I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm from New York. I'm from New Jersey. But you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the Knicks, but I'm a Lakers fan. But like I said, if they play like they played last night, they gonna be tough to beat. They gonna be tough to beat because not only do they put up points, they put that defense on their ass too.
That's facts. What part of New Jersey you from originally?
Newark. I'm from Newark.
I used to live in Irvington.
Oh, okay, Irvington. Yeah, that's right up the street from us, man.
Yeah,
my wife from Newark.
Yeah, that's right up the street, yo.
Yeah. I used to roll with some of the avenues back in the day. All them brothers, man.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Irvington. Yeah, that's right up there. I'm saying you. How old are you? You the old school?
Yeah, man. Gee.
Okay, so you know about OK's Bike Shop and Murray's Steakhouse and all that shit up in Irvington?
Yes, sir. Right there on Springfield Avenue.
Yeah. Like right on the line of Newark and Irvington.
Yeah, right by the book. I'll be out there. I should be tracking.
Yeah, the Bell company, the phone company right there.
Right. Yep. I live right. Yeah. I still live right there, right by the right by Irvington Park, right down the street from Irvington Park.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's what's up, though, man. For real. But let me get back to some of the content. Well, that's what's up. Y'all brothers be good out there tonight, man. Be out, see safe out there, man, for sure. But Joe, let me ask you a question, Joe. What you think about the next series? Who you want to see the next play in the next series?
Next series between Boston and Philly, man. I think it's going to be Philly. I'd rather see Boston just because I don't want Embiid pulling on Mitchell Robinson's leg, if that makes any sense. Right. But hey, man, and I'm not the type of person to say, oh, like we don't want to see anyone getting hurt. You know what I mean? But in a Boston series, you have to remember that Tatum has that Achilles problem, and it's flaring up again. And like I said, I'm going to say again, I'm not about like players getting hurt. I like winning the right way, but at the end of the day, once we start moving down these rounds, these things play a factor. And at the end of the day, the most healthy team wins, So,
okay. Yep.
But between Philly and the Sixers, man, or Boston and the Sixers, I'm going to say the Philly's going to win Game 7. And we're going to see Philly.
Well, the good thing about that, we had home court advantage.
That's a fact.
We had home court advantage in that series. So.
And the only reason I'm saying that, though, is because the way that the Sixers are winning some of these games, man, they're winning in dominant fashion. And that's how we were beating the Hawks. And you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the Hawks had them 2 games where they only beat us by 1. They stole those 2, man. I couldn't believe it.
So, hey, D-Rods, look like Detroit about to beat them in Orlando. Only 3 seconds. We could say they won already. It's only 3 seconds left. But they got to go back to Detroit, and I don't think they're going to win there because I think without Wagner, they don't have enough firepower. Detroit is a greedy team, and I knew that once Wagner went down, I just think they messed. So far, my prediction might come to fruition when I said that all 4 top 4 teams possibly will get out the first round. The only one right now that got out real hard is the 76ers. I mean, the Celtics. But the Raptors going to have to go. Cleveland had to go to Game 7 to get some dudes. The way it looks is they losing by 11.
By 11 minutes left.
Yeah, I see that here.
So it looks like if the Raptors hold on, it'll be a Game 7 there. It'll be a Game 7 with Orlando, and they go to Game 7 with the Celtics and the 76ers, which works out well for us, ladies and gentlemen, because we just get a couple of days rest on everybody. So that's a good thing. But shout out just what Joe said, who you want to see in that series, who you rather see.
I'm more on the side of seeing. I don't fear either one of these teams, and I think sometimes people bring back bad good memories because Mitch Robinson is healthy this year. The year that he got pulled down and got hurt, he came in hurt. I mean, this year he is healthy, and I think if you put Mitch Robinson out, he's going to put the beat down on Embiid. Especially, he's not always. I don't think he's always 100%. He looked good the last couple of games, but he's not 100%. With that being said, I would prefer I prefer Boston because Tibbs has instilled in this team how to beat Boston, and I think we have a good chance of beating Boston. So I'm going Boston for the nostalgia part about it, and I really don't want to see Philly. I mean, I if they get there, we can beat up on them too. But I want to see what I want Boston. I know what we can do with Boston.
Yo, Sincere Lee, man, who you want, Boston or Philly?
Yo, keep it funky with you. Yo, I don't care who comes up. But you know what I'm saying? Because we got the medicine for everybody. We got the kryptonite for MB. You know what I'm saying? Number one, and you know what it is. Do I have to say it? Oh, I guess I gotta say it. The butcher is coming to Philly if we go to Philly for MB. That's number one. Number two, Boston can't handle Cat nor MB. Let me give this, yo. Shout out to my man Ribby, yo. I gotta give Cat some juice. Last year I was down bad on him. Hard, extra hard. You know what I'm saying? With the cheese, like, who is this guy? He showed me something. I expect more now. So, but son did great. And I'm proud of him. He came home and he really showed up this season. He really showed up, especially in the playoffs, where it matters the most. And I'll tell you right now, good luck to whoever comes next. Because if they keep playing the way they're playing, it's gonna be how they used to say in the movie back the Bad News Bears, bad news for who's next. I could care less.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty much like and Nick ain't nothing to nobody, believe it or not. But I think we fared well against Boston. I don't think Boston got anything for it, just due to the fact of Anunoby can slow Jason Tatum down. I ain't saying stop and slow him down. You know what I mean? And you got a guy like Anunoby who could play the other team's best player, and you got Mikal Bridges who can kind of give it with his length, or Josh Hart on Jaylen Brown, or either one of them on Derrick White. I just think that I don't know if they got an answer for them. And like I said, Big Mitch and Big Cat in the middle. Who's the bitch in Quinona, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce his name, excuse me. But they can't do nothing with them centers we got, Joe and everybody. So I don't see them dudes messing with us down here, man. I just think Boston ain't big enough to beat us. Philly will be an instant series, but I also think that they don't got nobody who can stop Jalen Brunson. I don't care if it's Maxey, I don't care if it's Edgecombe. They're gonna have to try to throw it Kelly Oubre on him, and if you try to throw it Kelly Oubre on him, then they gonna have to deal with who's gonna guard Anunoby and them. I think we got an advantage right there. Paul George playoff podcast P, but they ain't messing with us. But I'd rather play Boston though, for sure. Just due to the fact I wanted to beat them with their team there. Now everybody talking about we beat them because of Jason Tatum went out, we were gonna beat them anyway. But to have a team there fully loaded, and we had our team fully loaded, knock them out there, and then ain't nobody can't say nothing. Because you know what? If Jason Tatum playing, then ain't no excuse. Because if your Achilles was bothered, you shouldn't have played. But if once you step on that court, then you can't make no excuse. So I think if we play them, I think we take them out 4-1. I don't think Boston can beat the Knicks, man. I just don't think they got enough firepower, Joe. To be honest with you.
Yeah, man. I mean, Boston, I've never been afraid of. Like, even when we had Julius Randle and we were playing Boston and we were winning those games with RJ Barrett, I never saw Boston as like this great team. I just always kind of thought they were getting lucky. Like, for me, man, I always thought our team was better than we finished, I've always had so much like faith and optimism in this team. And that's not me being a homer or delusional. I've seen the work. I've seen the progress. I've seen this team getting better every year, man. And I'm just like, yo, like, we're putting it together like every year, like just something new piece, new this, like, man, I'm so glad we got the new coach too. Like, getting rid of Tibbs was the first step. I know a lot of people were, we're killing Tibbs. Some people didn't want to get rid of him, and even this year, people are kind of killing Mike Brown a little bit. But I'm saying, like, he changed the system in the middle of the playoffs and it was successful. Like, that takes a daring coach to pull something like that off, man. I don't know how you guys feel about it. How you guys feel about that?
No, that's 100%. I was a Tibbs guy. Yeah, I appreciate what Tibbs did. But I understand why they let him go. I don't have no problem with that neither. Well, I think his time ran out, and they feel like he wasn't getting the best out of the play when it comes to how would I say? Not saying get the best out of the player, but I guess the energy they was burning, not using the players on the bench and things of that nature. But he was a good coach for us. I think he would have did the same thing this year. I wish they would have gave him an opportunity to do, because he did get up from the first round to the second round to the second round to the third round.
Yeah, it's hard to get rid of a guy that got you to the conference finals. It's like you want to.
That was tough.
Try to continue that, but the reason I'm saying like we should have gotten rid of him is because of the way that Pacers series went, and they won those. Aaron Nesmith went off and was hitting all those threes. And like I felt like that was kind of bad coaching at the time because like we needed a timeout and we didn't get anything. And another thing too about Tibbs, man, like he just wasn't playing the bench. Like I wanted Shamet, I wanted Huck Porty last year, I wanted DeLon Wright to get some burn, and Tibbs was just so stubborn. He didn't want to make the adjustment, man. And I'm just like, like I said even before the series started, like if Tibbs doesn't use the bench, that we were gonna lose. And every game that we went forward, I'm like, like Tibbs is still not using the bench. Like, what are we doing? And eventually we end up losing the series. I'm like, guys, I told you so. Like, it was too late. We needed our bench guys ready before that series even started. And Tibbs was like, not having it. But I hear what you're saying though about the way that he got us to the the finals in the first place. But for me, man, that was kind of my final straw. I couldn't do it anymore. That's
understandable. I feel you. Hey, C. Lee, quick question before I let you chime in. How the brother Bully doing, man? I mean, what's good? You heard from Bully? He all right?
I ain't heard from the guard real quick, but I'm gonna chime in with him real quick. You know what I'm saying? I've been, C. Lee had to do C. Lee real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this real quick. Listen, I'm still a Tibbs guy. Hey, man. Hey, the jury's still out as far as I'm concerned on Mike Brown. Because, you know what I'm saying, I've seen Mike Brown get to the threshold to a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? He got gifted Eastern Conference Finals team. You understand what I'm saying? So, still, the verdict is still, the jury's still out on him. The verdict is, can he get us across that threshold as far as I'm concerned? Listen, because keep it so funky with you, it should have been a sweep. And the reason why I say that, real talk, we lost by 2 in 2 games. Real talk. That's coaching. Me and my man Wise, we sit back, we politic, and as well as Ribby, you know what I'm saying? We politic. Ain't no way in hell you can tell me a coach can't get you 5 points on making an adjustment in a game. He was late to the move. That was crucial. Yeah. That was crucial. I'm not mad at him. He made the adjustment, and it proved crazy relevance to what we got going on now. So I'm not really mad at him, but still, I'm still not all the way in on him. He get us to the Eastern Conference Finals. He get us off with the threshold. All right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was with Cat. Cat had to do it. He proved it with this year with me. You know what I'm saying? I think these players really bought in more so into taking it upon themselves to be professionals. You know what I mean? And making it their own business to be real about what they want in their career. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, if we don't get to where we need to get to this year, we will not see this rendition of the Knicks ever again. And that's real talk.
Yep. Yeah, he listen, like me and Shaw Powell said, they gave him a 550 AMG with a kid on it. He inherited a great team. So he definitely got to go out there. I'm gonna say great team, but he inherited a championship caliber team. So he definitely, that was my biggest thing coming into the year, guys. I was like, I already knew what the players could do, Joe and Shaw Powell, everybody. I was like, what is Mike Brown gonna do? That's the only guy I wasn't worried about none of the players. I seen them play last year. But we said, what is Mike Brown going to do with this team? He was the guy that I was zoomed in all year. But and to be honest with you, 53 wins, 3rd in the East. If you throw in all the variables, the amount of players that was injured, Mitchell Robinson on back-to-backs, and he still pulled off 53 wins. So I give him kudos for that. But he also had players that, even when he coached a bad game, he had some players that still get him a win. And, and so salute to the players too. But he did inherit some good players. I mean, literally, he inherited some real talented players, man. So let's hope he gets where he got to go. If he can get us to the finals, I'm good with that, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll take it from there one step at a time. But I think he got to get us. He got to get us there, man. Because I know people will say, well, nah, yeah, he got to do it to me because you should have kept Tibbs. If you don't, that the case, you should have kept Tibbs. So I don't know. But Walter White was good, my man. Salute to my man Walter White. I see you, Agent Super Argo in the building was good. Agent D Ross, everybody salute to the chat, man. I know it's Friday and everybody out there enjoying some of that good weather. Ribby, what's popping, my man? What's popping as well? Salute to everybody. But listen, if it's Philly. I think they're a little bit more. They're not a good 3-point shooting team, I don't think, as Boston. But they Edgecombe can knock them down. Maxey can knock them down.
They're more to the paint type of team. Yes.
Right. And Oubre is streaky. They got a pretty good bench there. Paul George, he can knock them down with some of the best when he on. But I think Philly would be a tougher matchup. So if you ask me, I would have to definitely lean with the Boston Celtics because it's Knicks and Boston. You know what I mean? It's Knicks and Boston first of all. You know what I mean? So we talk about John Havlicek and Walt Frazier and Ewan and Bird. It goes on and on. Melo and Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. The rivalry and the nostalgia to this series would be crazy. And that's right up 95, and the other one is down 95. So it's a win-win for us travel anyway. So I'm really looking forward to whatever series it is. But I think we right now preparing ourselves. We probably looking at film or getting our nicks and bruises healed a little bit because in the NBA you always got a little nicks and bruises there.
Yeah, Mike Brown probably healing from that nicks and bruising. I thought he was Van Gundy on the floor last night when Mitch got on the fight. He on the floor, up a dog motion.
Yeah, hey Joe, what do you think about that? What do you think about that Timberwolves and Nuggets series? And without Anthony Edwards and DiVincenzo.
Wow.
Yeah, I was monitoring that one closely just because I'm doing that NBA bracket challenge thing. So I got all the teams. I had Timberwolves in 6, so I got that series right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. To be honest, I thought that they were going to have Edwards, but even though he went out and they were still winning, I'm like, you know what? Hey, if the Timberwolves can do it, man, good for them. It's just crazy to see Randall winning in the playoffs on another team. I don't know about you guys, but
yeah, I was a Randall guy. I appreciate what Randall did for the Knicks.
Oh yeah, for such a long time he was like our number one, just making things happen for us. He didn't have any help at times. It seemed like, he was like our Superman. So, but if you don't mind, I kind of want to touch back on that Mike Brown subject.
Go ahead.
Just because this is my topic for discussion all the time, but I feel like the indictment of Mike Brown is going to be his inability to implement Jeremy Sohan into the lineup, effectively, because the way I'm seeing this guy play, and I've been ranting about him for weeks now. I've been saying this guy can help us, and he's just in our third string. It was crazy to see our third string outplaying the Hawks' first string. In that game 5, they saw our third string. They're like, uh-oh. So when we showed up for game 6 and blew them out by 50 points, I wasn't surprised, So
yeah, feel like Mike Brown doing what Tibbs did.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like he ain't playing, he ain't going 9 deep, he going 9 deep. But I agree with you with that.
Well, that's the equation I've been talking about too. Like if you look at our bench scoring, we got like a bunch of guys with 10 minutes under 10 points, and it looks very, very fluid. And that's the same equation that we used when we beat Denver and we scored 140 points. I don't know if you guys remember that game, that Denver game.
Yep.
So, but just look at all that bench scoring in that Denver game and compare it to this game. It's the same equation. Multiple guys off our bench under 10 minutes scoring about 10 points. And Sohan can do it. You give Sohan 10 minutes, he's giving you 10 points. That's what I've been saying. We got to put him to the lineup. He can shoot the 3. He can drive. He can be an outlet. He's a defensive stopper. He can make blocks at the basket. This is someone I think we can use. Was very efficient with the Spurs getting Wemby the ball. I don't know if, part of Wemby's success is Sohan related. But, Mike Brown's got to see this. And like I said, if he's not, if he's not willing to make that change.
He might implement him in the second round, maybe because of the way the Knicks had to play in that. I think once they backwards against the wall, he probably wanted to keep that rotation tight. So Everybody get the minutes they need, but I do think we need him in the second round, though. I say that because I do believe this guy, every intangible that you just talked about, but I love the way he can get that ball to the rim and take it up the floor. Like him and Dior literally could play dribble like point guards. You know what I mean? 94 feet and get the ball up the floor. I love that he's really uber aggressive and he's not a dirty player, but what you call it, nagging? I would say maybe a nagging player. He nagged the shit out of the man, and sometimes you get under guys' skin. That might be the word we're looking for. He can get under guys' skin without being dirty.
Well, that's why I wanted to see him get thrown on CJ for that series. We didn't see it. We saw Josh Hart doing the assignment. Josh Hart went to the coach's locker room, was like, "Yo, I got it. Like, throw me out there, because they were going to take him off him."
Yep, facts. Yeah, I think I talked to Shaw Powell yesterday, but I said Shaw Powell, I wouldn't be surprised if they let Shohan go in there and play CJ McCollum. I thought it would have been good. There's a six fouls to wear that boy down, but obviously Josh Hart played that night, so they didn't need him.
Right.
Yeah, but what happens when we see Detroit in the conference finals if they beat the Magic? You know what
We
I'm
might
saying?
see, we might see some Shohan. We might
throw some Shohan on Cade.
Yep.
It's possible. I think like we watched, like, we even in the two games when they lost the back-to-back, I was even going at Brown a little hard because of the smaller lineup. But evidently that smaller lineup did exactly what he thought it could do, because with that smaller lineup, they scored 140 points yesterday. So I would love to see Shohan out there too. I was preaching for Shohan and Dewara, one of those two guys, to get out there to be on the court, because I thought we needed something bigger, something to immobilize the guy from Golden State when he was coming in killing us. Luke, I was gonna mess his name up. So, but that's what I thought, and it didn't happen. Even till last night's game, the game before this one, thought that we could have used some Diawara or some Shohan out there on the court to go up against Jalen from the Hawks and stuff like that. Bigger body on him to use Josh Hart to play McCullough and use him, but evidently it didn't happen, and we still won in 6. I don't know if he's going to change much in that lineup. The way they're on a string right now, those guys are playing on a string. Of course, I would love to see it. And maybe we may see one of these guys in with some substantial amount of minutes coming down the string. But right now, I just sit back and watch, because I went into him a little bit more than I usually do, because I wanted to see some height in there, because I thought it would help. It did. And it didn't. We didn't need it, and we end up winning by 51 points yesterday. So,
yep. Let's see how it goes in the next series, because, like I said, it could be one of the things where he just wanted to get through this series because they lost 2 games and he was behind. But I do think I'm with Joe. Like we always pretty much on the same accord. I think you need to put him in there, and I think you need to use the water. I think use every tool in the shed if needed. I understand what it does when it comes to a rhythm thing, because the more guys you play, it's hard to get in the rhythm when one guy taking 5 minutes and you might miss your first 2 shots, but you might make your next 3 once you get a rhythm. But I understand why they do it, because basketball is a game of rhythm. It's a miss and make league, and if you ain't in a rhythm, your shots ain't falling. I allowed Mikal Bridges for a while. You know what I mean? But once he got a rhythm, then he started knocking them down. So let's see how it goes. Corey Lee, man, anything you want to see different in the next series for the Knicks, or are you pretty much good with where they at? You there, Corey? Oh, he not there, but
my bad. What you said, Blood?
Anything you want to see different going to the next series for the Knicks, or are you pretty much confident in what you've seen already? Do you think they need to do it?
I just want to see consistency.
Okay.
I want to see Cat. You know what I'm saying? They can still try to do what they've been doing with Cat, facilitate through him, or whatever the case may be, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I just want to see. You know what? I tell you right now, this is real talk. While I'm thinking, if Mike Brown, like Spreewell, my man, speaking, Mike Brown's supposed to be that guy. When we get in them tough situations, and I want to see Mike Brown make the right adjustment in the right game time, speed of mind, right then and there.
I think he can.
That's
Brown, I think he can. Brown can make that decision.
But anyway,
It's on the team now.
hold on a second. It's me talking. Because they're asking for me. I'm saying this right now, bro. If he can do that, then you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying. I got confidence in the players. I'm just worried about my man, and that's the most important thing I'm thinking about right now. He's the only person I'm thinking about. Outside of that, yo, sky's the limit.
That's facts. Yep. Well, you know what's interesting to me? The next round, here's what's interesting. The next round, the teams you're gonna be playing the next round are way more talented than Atlanta. Way more talented than Atlanta. Atlanta's just a bunch of young thoroughbreds trying to come up.
So
down.
it's on the players. It's on the players, man.
Yep. I definitely see that. They got to definitely get out there and do their thing because the coach don't even give you so many game plans. Like he don't shoot the free throws. He don't make the jump.
Mike Brown, solid for real. Yeah. It's on the players. If they're gonna be consistent like they were, or you know what I'm saying, like they played last night. If they're gonna do that, then they're definitely the #1 contender.
Yep.
As far as going the East. But let me say this. Even if the Knicks do come out. Man, hey, man, OKC, man, deadly, man. Them boys deadly, man.
He ducking no smoke. What up? Bring him on. We got something for him.
Them boys deadly, man. Them boys deadly, man.
They the contender champs. But listen, Knicks,
them boys.
What I like about the Knicks against them dudes, we match up against them dudes. Like we got guys who could play them guys too. Like I said, you could throw an Anunoby on Jalen Williams. You could throw Mikal Bridges on SGA. You know what I mean? Shot power.
Yeah. I was very disappointed when we lost that game versus Thunder.
Yeah, man. What? Yeah, I ain't scared of it. And listen, I ain't scared of none of them because it's just like they matchups make styles, make fight. Like Wembanyama beat them boys up a couple of times, but we beat Wembanyama them up a couple of times.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what do you think about the Spurs matching up with the OKC? Do you think the Spurs should get past OKC if they play in the conference finals? I'm
gonna be honest with you. If Anthony Edwards come back, I don't think the Spurs getting past the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, see, it's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
The only reason I say that is because of Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna tell you.
I mean, he hasn't seen the floor though, so it's kind of tough, man. You know, it's the playoffs. You know, I don't know, man.
I think Denver. Reason why Denver's sitting home right now is because of Rudy Gobert. That 7-foot dude was over. You see, Joker can do a lot of things against a lot of players to me, but when you win a series though, when you got to do 7-2 whatever, 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, the shit Joker was shooting on people every day in the regular season, you ain't doing that against Rudy Gobert. And even believe me, Wemby, nice he is, but my man got a little body to him. You know what I mean? And I think reason why I'm giving to Minnesota the edge over them, I like Stephen Castle nice, De'Aaron Fox nice, they okay, but them dudes ain't no Julius Randle. They don't got nobody who can hold Julius Randle on that team. They literally, Penny can't hold him. Harrison Barnes can't mess with Julius Randle. I don't think none of their guards can mess with Anthony Edwards, and Jaden McDaniels to shut down anybody they got. I'm really going on the ledge and say I'm gonna pick. If he come back, I'm going Minnesota and the Knicks. For real. I think McFitch got a good team. He got a good defense team. They can get buckets. They got Mike Conley. They got a good bench. I mean, DiVincenzo's a big loss to them. But I think deep though. I think they deep, man. So, but yeah, you're right though. I'll be OKC the team to beat, but I ain't scared of them though. I think Knicks got a formula for anybody. Jay Chola, what's popping, my man?
Salute.
Good comment. I agree with you, by the way, on that Spurs thing.
Yeah,
100%. So, how are you all feeling?
Man, we're feeling good, man.
Like we said when the show started, get your butt in the house. You cannot. You can't be out there playing with them big boys. Take this belt to ass. Get your ass in the house. Do your homework.
Let's go.
This is that ass whooping was a 1983 ass whooping, like the whole block. You remember when the whole block would send you home? The whole block, yo, your mother calling you. Oh shit! Then everybody start grabbing you. Some other lady neighbor will pull you by the ear. Some father will grab you. Yo, that was, yo, man, that was. Look, it was coming. It was coming. We had them mentally beat.
Yeah, I thought they were checked by game one, to be honest. CJ looked like, man, this team I'm on, a bunch of young kids. What am I doing here kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Deer in headlights. Urkel did his thing for the first couple. He had two old school CJ game. But I thought they were gonna put up more of a fight. We just realistically we lost two games in a total of 2 points, and in those two games there's a difference between losing, right, or beating yourself. And I believe we beat ourselves in those two games, and it should have just been a sweep, and it wasn't. But we learned from when we beat ourselves, and the moment we learned, we turned that notch all the way up.
Well, can I say one thing real quick? I was very surprised at Jalen that one game we lost when he threw the ball away to Josh Hart. That was something very unlike characteristic of Jalen Brunson to do. I don't know if you guys remember that in game 3 when we had that final possession with 5 seconds left, and yeah, I was really upset with that. I thought Brunson should have just went up with it and tried to get it, even though he had like 3 people on him. Like, at least try to draw contact or something.
Right, get foul. Yeah.
So.
I got 102. Yeah, I got 102, 104 too, agent.
I do too with 15 seconds left.
Okay.
I can't believe Detroit came back the way they were. The Magic were putting their boots on them like that. I can't believe that. Yep, 104, 102, 14 seconds left.
Good to be able to flush them games, man.
Who got the ball?
Flush them down the toilet. Them 2 losses.
Yeah, for real.
We needed that, man. We definitely needed that.
Yeah, it was good. I think losing those games propelled us to not want to lose again and not beat ourselves again.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So mental test for us, man. And I was kind of saying that before the series started because it was between Toronto or, who we just beat, the Hawks. And I was saying, the Hawks could give us a little bit of physicality and get us ready for the next series,
I thought so too. I thought they were a tougher team to play. And right now it's looking like the other way around.
And then the fact that, MSG away, you know what I'm saying? And being part of the equation. So, hey, man, everything worked out. The New York stimulus package for ATL.
Yeah, it worked out good.
Anybody watching the game? Who got the ball?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
What is it? 104, 102?
Correct.
Who got the ball?
It's with call stands. It looks like the Raptors have the ball.
Wow. Hey, Raptors win all 3 series is game 7s, bro. We sitting there resting, so that's all I want. Okay,
wait, hold on. It might be Cleveland. Give me a second. Give me a second. Sorry about that.
Let me ask you a question, because being that you're on the panel, you don't be on here a lot. What's your take on Donovan Mitchell if he don't get out this series?
That's a tough one, man. If Donovan Mitchell doesn't get out the series, I don't think they're going to trade him, but it's looking even more bleak for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know, man. They might have to start thinking about what they're going to do with him, to be honest. Yeah. I know that's kind of where we're going with this.
Yeah, I think so.
He's had so many opportunities and chances, and he's just been losing to JB this entire time. But, he's not a bad player at the end of the day. It's just.
What kind of timeout is this?
Yeah,
All right, hold on. Magic have the ball. They're inbounding. Magic have the ball. They're inbounding right now. No, Cleveland does. Cleveland has it. Cleveland has it. Cleveland just tied it. 104 each.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell, here he comes.
Did they call timeout?
Yeah,
Yep, timeout has been called. And it is.
I know you guys remember them Donovan Mitchell trade rumors too, and they say
Yeah, of course.
But it was
I always wanted. I can't lie to you. I wanted Donovan Mitchell to be on our squad.
Would you trade Bridges for him?
Yep. Well, you're talking to the wrong. I would. You're talking to the wrong. I would.
Is he worth 5 picks? You know, I guess that's really the big question.
Well, I mean, look. I'm going to be very honest and diplomatic about this. The defense that whatchamacallit, defense that Mikhail just put on Alexander. Alexander was not even mentioned in this entire series.
Yeah.
Made up for the offense that everybody is upset about. But the truth is, you when last year he didn't have that. We didn't have wing stop. We had a wing and a drumstick, or a wing and a tiny wing. This time around, we had wing stop for real. They really locked down their two best players. And but my MVP of that series is OG. OG did more in that series than anybody. So back to the original question, I would for Mitchell. Last shot up. It's off the rim. Off the rim. Overtime.
Who took it? Who took that shot?
Overtime. It looked like Walker.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, great as Donovan Mitchell is, I mean, not because of talent. I don't know if I can give him up for Mikal Bridges. I just don't think he got the winning DNA Mikal got. You know what I mean? That's my only reason I won't give him up is Donovan Mitchell been here. He just haven't won nothing. You know what I mean? Even when he was up there with Quincy in Utah, he had Bogey and Rudy Gobert. They had all them dudes. They had some nice teams, man. He just don't seem like, great as his offense game is, but sometimes it don't equate to winning in a big moment. You know what I mean? And I don't know about I can deal with Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt. Jeez. That's a lot of them. But I ain't knocking him. But if Mikal gave me Mikal last night, because I don't think Donovan Mitchell could have did what Mikal did against Boston last year in Detroit. You see what I'm saying? I don't think Mikal can even. I mean, I don't think Donovan Mitchell could even did half the defense that boy put on Jason Tatum in them series last year and them dudes in Detroit. And I think we not, one thing I like about the Knicks team, we not pressed for bucket getters. We not pressed for people who can score. We got a number 3 scoring team in the league all year long, and right now we just dropped 140. so yeah, I maybe before the Jalen Brunson thing or all that, obviously I would have took him, but right now I don't know, man. I think Donovan Mitchell got knocked out in the first round last year. You know what I mean?
I think if before all the talk happened, before we made all the moves and all that stuff, I might have wanted Mitchell. Right. Look, you pose a question about a specific trade, but right now we have a guy who's Captain Clutch in the fourth and anytime he wants, who's changing his game at will right now to feed a cat, to feed an OG, to still get 25 and 30 when he wants. Who's playing as hard as he can, and he's mixing up his game. We have a guy who locked down their second best scorer?
Well,
the whole entire series, didn't even hear a peep out of him. and I don't know if he fits. I don't know if Donovan Mitchell fits with Brunson and Cat, because now you got three guys trying to, control the rock.
Dominant. He scores like 25 points a game average for his career.
But is he going to do that with this team with Towns on the court?
It's going to be very hard.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for him to have his game.
Yeah, not only that, real quick, we ain't going to be in too long, but the defense get even weaker. Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, they get weaker.
Oh, my God. Teams be scoring 130 on us. They be doing what we did to Atlanta last night. So that's no. Hey, Nick Yak, $50,000 fine for Mitch. Wow.
I thought
Raptors score first bucket. 106, 104.
I'll take the 50,000.
Right.
I'll take it. After Mitch didn't get he had to pay another fine. Remember the last one when he walked over him? I think he had to pay another 15,000 in. But Mitch sell one of them big trucks he got. He ain't worried about that. He's spending that for tires.
Word up. He says, remember that tractor trailer thing? The trailer itself cost that much.
Yeah, Mitch ain't worried about that. He was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got one question.
I'm glad he didn't do anything more, though, because if he would have got kicked out for like the first game or two, that would have been bad for us.
I was worried about him getting suspended for a couple, games.
Yeah. Scores tied 106 apiece.
I think what saved that whole thing that he didn't go into the crowd, the fan. In other words, they didn't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right.
It didn't spill over into the audience and everything. I think that was.
Well, one of the refs fell over. If you saw that.
Yeah.
So Mike Brown and OG was on the phone. They both looked there like.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I like when Mitch gets hyped like that. I love it.
Yeah, we kind of need that, man. That's what we've been missing, like that.
I was feeling Van Gundy vibes right there.
Yeah, Shaw, I swear to God, I was waiting for somebody to get dragged across the floor on the ankle.
Yeah, you on point with that, Joe. We needed that.
But like, do you guys feel like it's warranted up, like 60 points though? You know what I mean? It's like at a certain point. I mean, hey, it's playoffs, right? Who cares?
Yeah, it's the playoffs. You're supposed to. Oh, what was that? See, now Mitchell just threw a weird shot when he could have. Oh, the time was running out. All right, hold on.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Harden just got fouled shooting a three.
Oh, that's crazy. Do y'all think the Knicks got enough to win it this year? And if they don't, what do you think we do next year? If they don't win it, do you think we go get a different player, or we kind of add to what we already have? What's your thoughts on if the Knicks make it to the finals and they don't win it? Do you think we come back with what we have and maybe bring another player on the bench? What's your thoughts on that, Shop Howard? Do we think we run it back, or we go out there and get another bona fide player? Because I think we got a good team. But what's your thoughts on if the Knicks get to the finals but they don't win it? What would you do? What would you do? What do you think they'd do?
I think the Knicks get to the finals, we win. Because if we don't win, I think it's gonna be a little. They're gonna change some players. There's gonna be some moving and shaking. There's gonna be some moving and shaking in there. So, but I think they get to the finals. Depending on the matchup, we win. So I could. If so happen we do, there's gonna be some moving and shaking. We're gonna see a couple of these guys. Couple of big money guys are going to be moved. So one or two of those guys, anybody over $20 million could be in jeopardy of being moved.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Because we have so many players that want to get paid. It's like we got to pay Mitchell Robinson. We got to pay dudes. We definitely could want all these players to come back, but realistically, I don't think we can. I don't think we have enough money to do it. So this is a tough question, So like, for me, my answer to this is actually kind of boring because I feel like you guys already know what I'm going to say. But right now, the way I'm looking at it, I want everyone to come back no matter what next year because how far we've gotten. So
I can see that.
But it's going to be tough. Like I said, like how are we going to pay Mitchell Robinson? How are we going to pay Deuce? Like who would you rather see them not pay? Really, is the real question.
Yeah. Yeah, and knowing that the Warriors' time is, I think he got to be in a rotation next year. Nick
We have
Jackson.
so many guards too. It's like we got to keep some of this length on our team. It's probably going to be Deuce. That's going to be the one that gets
I
out.
agree. You beat me to it. I think they're going to try to go after somebody 6'8" and above that plays both sides of the ball. Probably 6'9" and above. I know we have that in Diawara, but they're probably going to go for somebody even taller than that, maybe.
Shohan. What about Shohan? Is Shohan on the contract? Or he on his last expiring rookie deal.
I think
He'll be out of here. The Knicks are gonna make two big trades and try to sneak one or two of these picks that we got onto the lineup to go with some of the mix of the older guys and Dewara, and they may keep Shohan. It's possible for Shohan to get it, depending on what he wants. But I think two big guys go so they can sign Dewara and Mitchell Robinson.
Is Alvarado, before I give my answers, Alvarado still signed?
No.
Nick Yak said he got a $5 million player option.
He had $5 million player option. He's taking that player option. But though it depends on who up. Cleveland's up 108, 106, 130 to go.
Okay.
It depends if he gets a tied ball game, Scotty Barnes. It really depends on if somebody else offers him something else. But I think that he like Brooklyn, but I think that he likes where he's at. He don't want to go from Knicks to Brooklyn, even though he's from Brooklyn. He don't want to go to that team. No way in hell. No way in hell. I see him, and he probably grew up. I know Knicks fan since there was no Brooklyn back then. So,
they chosen. What about Brooklyn? Say we give you $10 million a year, and they got money. He out of here. He ain't like he making $40-50 million. If Brooklyn said I give you
Alvarado,
yeah,
I was $10 million.
Yeah. If they offer him money, you said more money. Yeah, he's gonna take the bag. He's gonna take the bag.
Even if they offer him $5 million, I don't know if he got a home here right now. We got so many contracts that we got to re-sign before we think about him.
Ugh.
Yep.
Yeah. What if the Lakers offer Mitchell Robinson a bag?
Yeah, man. That you know what? He gonna be I'm telling y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I love my man, Mitch. You know I'm a homer. We tough to sign Mitch though.
It's very tough to sign Mitch, and you guys got to remember there's a lot of other things coming. Not only this year, Cleveland up with 30 seconds to go by 2. Yeah. It's not only this, but we got other things coming after that, like the money we left on the table for Brunson. Like all these things are in the future. So like, I could see Deuce being one of the casualties of that, and I could see Mitch being. See, the one thing about Mitch, and this is what makes it difficult for me to answer that, is that Mitch is the longest tenured Knick, and he loves being a Knick. So I could see him taking the right contract, but the difference between 18 million or whatever and 40 million, I don't think a person leaves that on the table. Anybody.
Yeah.
So, and I don't blame him for that. I can't blame him. I can't blame him for that.
You said 40 million for Mitch?
I'm saying like if somebody offered him a bag.
A bag, all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they offered him a bag compared to what we could offer him. I'm not going to blame Mitch for taking that. I do think his heart is in the Mecca. And they're going to offer him what they can. But I don't know what's going to happen if, like, what's your name, brother?
Joe from AC is my tag.
Oh, Joe from AC. All right. Love AC. You live in AC? Good for you. That's what's up. I'm Jay.
Nice to meet you, Jay. I've seen you on here a couple times before. I've been watching you and everything. So,
all right.
you know what I mean.
Pleasure to meet you, Joe from
Pleasure to
AC.
meet you too, Jay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, if we win it, it'd be silly not to run it back with the team that we have, because now we have congruency. We have a team that has a core. We have a team that knows each other. We have a championship under our belt. We're the toast of the town. Why not make it a back to back? And they're gonna try to bring in the same players, but at the same time, you always want to upgrade your team in any which way possible. So I can't really think about the Sohans and the other people until I think about what they're going to do with the bigger contracts. And the bigger contracts, like how after watching what we just watched, how do you let go of Hart? And after he's done everything he's done, especially in that 23-24 season, how do you let go of a guy like that? You know what I'm saying?
All the big time steals he had in the
all the steals, all the 3-pointers that you didn't think he could
so
shoot.
Good in transition, going up for layups.
The smallest, best rebounder in the league. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be tough. You know,
it's gonna be tough. So I think if there's going to be there's probably going to be like what Devon said. There's going to be a big trade that might sneak in a couple. Or Shaw said maybe there might be a sneak in a big trade. Wow, they're chasing him around. It's a 1-point thing, and they can't foul him. Wow. They just fouled. The ball went out of bounds. They were trying to foul him, and Schroeder threw it out of bounds at 10 seconds, 10.9 seconds. Cleveland is winning 110-109, and the Raptors have the rock.
Yeah, wow. Real quick, I'm gonna tell you, only way I see them getting rid of Deuce is they trade if he's in a big trade, because that contract is too good, bro. It's especially in today's NBA. This dude making $4 million, and he.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, you got it.
He just hit a three.
Who was it?
The Raptors are up 112-110 with 1 second left on the clock.
No way. Dude.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
They hit a three?
What?
No.
Yo, I feel like, I don't know if you could see this or not. Hold on. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Man, I'm watching 2 games, one on my TV and one on there. I can put it on my TV though.
Oh, Jay.
I can see it. I can see it. Oh, let's see this.
Wow.
Look at that. No, watch. Bounce off the back.
Oh, magnet ball.
No, watch. Bounce off. Bang! Oh, my God.
And what that make you think of right there? That was Kawhi Leonard when they won a championship.
Yeah. That's Barrett. Barrett made that. Made that. Yo. RJ.
Oh man!
Wow!
Watch him.
RJ just cost me 200 points on my bracket.
Wow!
Oh, what happened? Why they stop? Oh, they went back. You want me to keep it on there? I'll keep it. If you want, I'll keep it on there. Hold on.
What they got 1 second left. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. They better throw that shit to alley to Evan Mobley.
How do you get a
shot off? Look at them partying. Look at Toronto. Oh my God!
Look at RJ. He's like, yeah.
RJ.
He's been playing big for them this series, man.
Yeah, he sure had the series he has, for sure. Wow.
I miss
All right, here it goes.
He's one of my favorite players on our team.
1.2 seconds.
This is crazy. Good. I want all of them to go to 7, so I ain't mad. Get Toronto.
Who takes the shot? Donovan Mitchell? And
it's short. Toronto wins.
Toronto wins. Oh man.
Wow.
No way, man.
Yo. That's been brought to you. That was brought to you by Chosen TV.
The more games these guys play, the better, you know. So let's the series extend. It's gonna help us.
That's what I was saying. So now, wow, Detroit got to go home and win it, and Cleveland got to go home and win it. Detroit got to go home and win it, and we already won it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God!
Everybody,
If Detroit don't win it,
they all going to 7 games except for us. Everybody.
I'm loving it.
Yep, we're the only team,
Boston, and Cleveland.
That's right. Yep.
So we get to rest for about 4 days, 5 days.
See, there's something funny about that. So let me just finish this off. I think there's going to be a big trade. I think they're going to sign as many people as they possibly can, and they might keep those ancillary players like Sohan. Definitely Diawara is definitely going to be he's the future. He's going to be a big part of the future. He's a big man. And we'll see what happens with people like Alvarado and such. I mean, I think McBride is out of here, to be honest with you, and I think McHale might be the trade. That's just my thought, and that's just it. As far as this, I have a thought. I have a question for you.
Okay.
We have mad days off after having incredible momentum. Now, I'm really proud of our boys, but does that make you feel a certain way of having a lot of days off? Is it fantastic because our bodies are getting better? Or are you nervous about the momentums being shifting a little bit for being a week off? Or
not even a little bit. As long as Brunson gets off the ball and gives that thing to Cat, we're fine, man.
I think I agree. Yeah, but I think it's a question to know. You know, we had great momentum flying.
I tell you why I'm not concerned. Only reason I'm not concerned because we are not a jump shooting team. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah,
that was Boston, like a Boston team. They're jump shooting. Like we got guys who could bully ball and shit out of the ball and don't need it.
Right.
You reminded me of something from that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm not concerned. And like I said, that's why I think I got Knicks over everybody in the series. If we play Boston, this is my personal opinion, like last year, that's a jump shooting team. I think Knicks wipe Boston out. I think they send them home. I think even when we go to Detroit, I'm telling you why we beat Detroit, in my opinion, just because we got enough defenders to make it hard on Kate Cunningham. We got to make Tobias Harris. We got to make them dudes beat us. And I think the way Anunoby playing basketball right now, I don't care what series you go in, somebody's going to be in trouble. They're going to have
OG, baby. MVP, baby. I'm telling you, I'm so hyped.
Now they see why
OG can play him hard, too. But
he the MVP of that series, hands down.
Hands down.
Cat had two good games, 3 games. He been doing it the whole series.
The whole series.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. But wow, this is crazy. What a night, man. 2 teams.
Were you guys able to see all that? Were you able to see it?
Yeah, we saw it, man. Right off the front of the rim.
Cool.
So Lakers up 38-25. And Houston came back, won 2 games. But I think Austin Reeves is back in the building now, right? SGA, we got to get out of here, my man. So we ain't gonna open up SGA because we about to get out of here in about like 5 minutes, bro. But holla at us on the next one, man. Appreciate it. But you called it the other night, SGA.
Yeah, good call on your score, SGA.
yeah, for real. Good call. He said 140 something. I like that.
Yeah, we all fell apart, and that was a real deal. That was crazy.
Yeah, he said 140 to 100.
Yeah, when you text me that, I was like, yo, I was laughing like hell, man. I couldn't believe it. Yo, the Lakers are handling them right now. They might be shipping off Houston tonight. So
that KD injury messed them up. Point blank.
Yeah, that really hurt them.
Yeah,
I was excited. I was excited for the LeBron KD showdown. You know.
Luka play yet?
I don't think. I don't think so. I don't think so. Luka.
No,
is he playing?
No, I don't think he's back. And then he had
he hasn't played.
Had a strained hammy or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
he hasn't played. But I'm telling you right now, when they go in the next round, he's gonna find a way to try to play.
So they gonna play OKC then? Because San Antonio has, excuse me,
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. So that means that they will wind up playing the OKC Thunder.
I actually agreed when I was listening to you guys and I was doing something, and I'm gonna tell you something. I agree with you. I think Minnesota right now is playing a type of basketball. Randall's playing out of his mind. McDaniels, not McDonald's, is playing incredible basketball right now. It is a shame that Dante is hurt. But if Edwards finds a way to come back, and the only thing it's a big problem. The only thing I would like to see out of Edwards is to fit in instead of take over. You understand what I'm saying? Because what they're doing without him is very special. And I'm going to give my flowers to somebody I don't really like that much, and that is Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert played crazy good in that last game. Oh, crazy good.
That's why I think they beat San Antonio. Just because of him.
And that's exactly it.
Yeah. But not only he'll be the main reason, but I think Wemby them is not more talented than I don't think their team is more talented than the Minnesota Timberwolves. No disrespect to De'Aaron Fox, Swiper, but I don't think their team overall is more talented than the Minnesota Timberwolves. They don't have no answer for Julius Randle. They literally don't have nobody on that team that can stop Julius Randle. None, no position. Harrison Barnes can't do it. Champagnie can't do it.
Nope.
Only
Castle can't do it. None of them. And you can't forget Jaden McDaniels too. Who's gonna stick him?
Yep. And then you got Nas Reed coming up there knocking down shots. Nas Reed and what's my man? What's the OG there? Mike Conley. They got a nice team, bro. I not be
Conley's been in the league for a minute now.
Yep. I want Nas Reed on our team. He's that type of player.
Minnesota, it wouldn't even put it past me. I think Minnesota can match up against the OKC Thunder. Because here's why. I do believe that Anthony Edwards and SGA is a wash to me, regardless of what SGA is, but I think that's a wash. He's just as talented as SGA or even more talented, but SGA just got. And I do think Julius Randle, him and Jalen Williams washes each other out. You know what I mean? Like if Jalen Williams Randle can get you 20. If Isaiah Hartenstein and Rudy Gobert, that's a wash. Jaden McDaniels, I think his defense is so special.
Yeah,
he can make Chet Holmgren turn into a jump shooter because he's that talented. So I like that team, man. They got a good bench. Don't get me wrong. I'm quite sure the average person probably would pick OKC, but I do think Minnesota is their turn though. I think it's their turn.
I agree. You remember just a couple of years ago they were tied three-way? The three-way tied Denver. And I really thought, and that was when Cat was there, I really thought that year that they were going to do it. They had a special team. I think this team is even better than that team. I think that they're stronger. They're different. They play different. They space different. And they bully different. Minnesota's a lot like the Knicks in a lot of ways, except for the fact that they don't have we have their old shooter. Big guy.
I'm gonna let them chime in. I'm gonna tell you, if Ayo come back and DeSumo come back, and if Edwards and DeSumo come back, even though they lost DiVincenzo, but if Ayo come back and Anthony Edwards, I think they still got a shot to beat anybody. They still got Bones Holland over there who can knock them down. They still got deep, man. So I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to see, man. But wow, Raptors won that game. That's crazy. All game 7, man.
That was crazy. And watching RJ, I want to tell you something. That was like 12 feet behind the 3-point line. that was a long three, and it bounced in the air and came switched straight down. That was crazy.
Yeah, Well, listen, man. We're gonna get out of here in a few minutes. Shaw Powell, and y'all give me some final thoughts, man, which I want to get off your chest and everything. And we get ready for this whenever the series starts, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited. I'm ready, man. I'm seeing work on a bunch of content and everything.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, for a final thought, I kind of want to just say, I think our usage is a big key for this next series. For this last series we played against the Hawks, the Hawks went 31% from three, and that was a big help for us. Just them not being able to make their shots. And for us, on our side, we only had 26 threes taken, and I think we were like 60% for three or something. Our field goal percentage was insane. It was like 61% or something like that.
Astronomical.
If we can continue to make our paint touches and force the two game, like when the other team misses and we just go right down and convert off a rebound instead of just trying to chuck up threes, like that's what's going to make us flow and what's going to make us, the difference maker in the series. So the more we can make the other team miss their threes and the more that we can capitalize on those shots and make paint touches and get paint shots, it's going to be better. Cat getting himself to the paint, driving in the lane, using his little chicken wing that he always does to get through the defenders, man. Cat's going to be my player to watch for the series. I had OG for my player to watch in the Hawk series, but for this series, I got Cat. I think he's going to contribute. He's going to replicate what he did in the last series with, being a ball facilitator and just being a threat, and just being able to get Brunson open looks because there's going to be so much gravity chasing Cat that Brunson and Towns Brunson and OG are just going to eat off of Towns. So that's what I want to see, man. And, man, let's go Knicks. I say Knicks at 6 in this next series.
Yeah. No matter who it is, I agree with you out there. I think it will be Knicks at 6. And if it's Boston, I'm telling you, I might be 5 games. I don't know. I know Boston good, ladies and gentlemen, but you know what? Sometimes when you play a team like Philly, takes a lot out of you. Takes a lot out of you. Believe it or not, the physicality, the bumping, the physicality and everything, it takes a lot out of you. And you start, your muscles start wearing down, all that good stuff. Because I know what it is, but you're going crazy over there,
Yeah, they're going nuts. It's crazy.
You're going nuts. Whatever you got going on, I got to mute you. You got a bad static in there, like crazy static. Yeah, you got a lot of. I don't know.
Me? I got static?
Yeah, big time.
All right.
Yeah, you muted yourself, so you muted yourself. Again, yeah, there you go.
All right. Is it static again?
It's bad.
All right. Peace. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Yeah, man. Talk to you later, bro.
Talk to you more.
Yeah, shall you hear me? Shop House?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just give me some last thoughts, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. What do you think? What's your feeling going into the next series before we get out of here? How you feeling about this thing? How you think the Knicks gonna respond in here?
I'm just waiting to see who it is. Then I can make some determinations. My biggest thing is to see who wins. If it's Boston, either or. We played both these teams last year. It's not like we don't know these teams. It's not like we don't know how to get to these teams and play against these teams and stuff like that. A little harder might be Philly because they really have a big man, but you can't take the knockdown Boston because they really knock down 3-point shots. So it's going to be interesting to find out who it is. From there, I will make a decision.
Yeah. For me, man. Like I said, it don't matter who we play. I Boston. I think to me, I really believe Boston is the easier route. Just not a disrespect to Boston. I just think that the players that they got, they top players. We got guys who can guard their positions, and I'd say that with no disrespect to them, but I believe Jason Tatum, Anunoby can make it a little more harder than just about anybody on him than anybody because he's physical, he's strong like him, he's big like him. And now he also going to make and Jason Tatum had to play him on defense. Often when he offered, Jason Tatum got to play Anunoby. You know what I mean? So and Anobi can do his thing too. It's going to be an interesting series. No matter who we play, it'll be interesting. And I'm with y'all, pal. The jury's still out to see what happens tomorrow in the game tomorrow. So if Celtics lose that game tomorrow, then they go home. If 76ers lose the game, they go home. Boston should win it. They're at home on their home floor, but that means Philly would beat them 3 in a row. If I'm not mistaken, they just beat them last 2, right? Yeah, so they beat them in Boston, then they beat them in Philly. So they about to pretty much do what the Knicks did. They won 3 in a row. Philly can go down there and knock Boston off tomorrow, and they don't got no answer for Joel Embiid. And the way Maxey play, and it's gonna be interesting. Let's see what Boston made of tomorrow. But the good thing about it, we are squared away and everything like that, man. So Joe, man, we appreciate you coming in, my man.
Man, you guys, thanks for having me on, man. Hopefully I can come back soon and we can chop it up again.
Yeah, anytime I throw the link in there, you're always welcome, my man. Just if you see the link in there after we go through, we just hop on there, man. It's all good.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
All right, Joe, have a good night. Jay Chosen, my man, you want to say something before you get out of here with Mr. Static Clean? You need some clean sheets? You need some cleaning sheets? I can't hear him. I can't hear.
He said Boston is smaller and it's fun to beat them back-to-back years.
Okay.
I agree with him.
Yeah. I can't hear him over here. I can't hear him. I muted him, but he muted him.
I said in the chat.
Am I so sad, Ricky?
Yeah, man. Snack, crackle, pop. Right?
All right, I wrote it in the thing.
Oh, okay. He said, "Oh yeah, Boston is smaller and be fun to beat them again." Yeah, I ain't mad at you for that, Jay Chosen, for sure. I think we go get them dudes. I'm ready for them, man. I don't get let's go. I don't think I like green as my money. So
yeah, man, we got a revenge against the Hawks, and these teams are coming. They're gonna be gunning for us, so we got to defend. We got to defend home court and take care of business, man. So.
I'm not literally scared of none of these teams in there. None of them. Cleveland don't bother me. Detroit don't bother me. And Boston and Six don't bother me. I just think that our team chemistry is unbelievable. That's what I seen last night, though. What's up, Latoria? Salute to you. Salute to the chat. What's good, Latoria? I see you in there. Yeah, we was up 60, man. That's what I seen last night. Granted, we're not going to be beating a team like that again, but it's just the point of that was the best defense I've seen in almost 20-something years.
Yeah, we just need to come out and playing, like our first quarters have been, not very good this year. Mm-hmm. We need to send a message, you know what I mean? We got to let these teams know that this is a different Knicks team that they've seen from the regular season. Like the regular season and the playoffs don't always correlate. So we got to make sure that these teams see that and they know that we're a team not to be messed with in the playoffs. We've been showing it the past couple of years. So I'm glad we got our revenge on the Hawks. When Trae Young spun those dice on the garden floor, I hated that. It's nice to finally send some, even if he's not on the team anymore, man. Get them out of here. Enough of that. I'm tired of the Atlanta Hawks, man. Hey, get them out of here.
Yeah, fact. Nick Yak, I'm with you on that one too. I think if we do play Philly, can Joel Embiid hold Big Cat for a series? So I think Big Cat I think Big Cat can take advantage of his Embiid's injuries, or whatever the case may be. I'm saying it right, the injuries. But I like the Knicks in that series too. But I do believe Big Cat can bring that boy out there. You bring him out to that 3-point line when he have to, and then everybody go down in the middle and eat. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it's going to be. Instant to me. We'll see how it goes, man. But listen, we're going to get out of here, man. I know everybody got things to do, but I appreciate everybody coming in. Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming in. We just want to close it out because there was a belt to ass last night. The belt still smacking. The belt still smacking from last night. That was belt to ass right there, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon my French, but that was an awesome display of basketball last night, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to go do the rewind on that because I was getting goosebumps from that shit. They was killing these dudes, man. But anyway, Lakers up by 11, ladies and gentlemen, with about 2 minutes in the second quarter. I think Lakers might close that out. I think they might close that out. I think Austin Reeves might make a difference in that series tonight. He might close it out, to be honest with you. So we see we can play both of them at the same time and win. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you with that. Can you imagine? They got Andre Drummond. Can you imagine throwing Mitch in there? Mitch and Big Cat with against them. If it's Joel Embiid, who they got? Barlow at the 4. Paul George might can play the 4. It's gonna be interesting to see, man. I think we got it. And APAP, that's crazy that we was watching that APAP live here. Just as it was going on. RJ hit the bounce, hit the Kawhi Leonard shot, AP, and now Cleveland go to 7. And they almost beat Cleveland the other night. I think that score was pretty close, to be honest with you. That game 6, I think Brandon Ingram had went out that game. Yeah, 120 to 125. And I think that game 5, Brandon Ingram went out in that game or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So they Cleveland almost lost that game. They Raptors beat them just about the whole night that night, Shot Power. So we'll see how it goes, man. But listen, we definitely gonna get out of here right now. Salute to everybody. Jay Chosen, I see you on the next round. Shot Power, Joe from AC. Thank you, my brother. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, man. Yo, salute to Walter White. I saw you on TV.
Yeah. Walt was in the building. Yeah,
I saw him. I saw him on TV on the live NBA. You know, on the cam. So
yeah, he was.
Because I saw him here in your chat. I saw him.
Right
here on your panel, and then I saw him on TV. I'm like, no way, it's Walter White.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because he was in the background, he was in the stands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? AP, they without Wagner, I see that coming. I see it coming. When Franz Wagner went down, they ain't going nowhere. Because now all you gotta do is put all your emphasis on Boncaro. Where body him up or put the guys on him and make Suggs and all them other guys beat you. I see that. But you got Desmond Bain and all them too. So what happened with that, man? But if the Detroit Pistons win this series, I don't know about Jamal Mosley next year. Good as their team is, though. But y'all had them catch 3 games to 1, right? Am I not mistaken? 3-1. And now they 3-2. So 3-3, I meant to say, going back to Detroit. If Magic lose that game, I don't know how the organization going to feel about would they give them a fair shake because of Wagner's injuries, or they might go another route with Jamal Mosley due to the fact they lost this series if they lose the series, let me say that, and you was up 3-1, and you lose the series. I don't know how the front office in Atlanta are going to take that with Jamal Mosley. Jamal Mosley is a good ass coach too. But I don't know. That might be out on him. He might be out on him.
Man, I hope the Detroit, man. I hope they lose. To be honest, I can't stand the Detroit fans, man. They're always in the chat coming at us, man. It's always something with that, man. So
no, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I think this time, which I think Detroit gonna win. The reason why I want to play Detroit because number one, they beat us all 3 games in the regular season. That's why I want to play.
Yeah,
that's what Boston did to us last year. All 3 games. That's what Cleveland did with us all last year. On all 3 games, we sent one of them home. One of them got knocked out in the first round.
And that's the delusion with them that I'm talking about. They think because they beat us 3 times in the regular season that they're going to be able to match up against us in the playoffs and beat us. And listen, man, they got another thing coming if they see us in the conference finals. That's all I got to say. Right.
That's what I'm saying. I put like this here: if the Magic could take them 3 games. You don't think the Knicks can take them 3 games?
Yeah, right. That's embarrassing, man. They're gonna lose this series. I'm telling you, there's no way they're winning Game 7, man. There's no way. Magic's they gotta finish. You're up 3-1 in the series. You gotta lock in and finish that series out, man. Come on.
Yeah, If all the people,
come on, Paulo.
If all the people, y'all let the Magic take y'all 3 games. The Magic don't have no Boncaro ain't Jalen Brunson, and Boncaro ain't no Carl every time. A nice young player, but they ain't them 2 dudes we got though. And like I said, you throw Anunoby on him, slow that ass down. Not you gonna stop him, but you slow him down. Instead of shooting 50% from the floor, you shoot 42% from the floor. And even you score 30, but look at the shots you had to take to get it. That's why I ain't even worried about him.
Man, that Desmond Bain, man, he's pretty good, yo. He was carrying the Magic team for a little bit, man. I saw his arm bleed and everything. He was jumping around the court for balls and stuff, man. He's a good player. I think he could be the difference maker in this Game 7. Desmond Bain.
He probably will. He probably can. Yep. So when is their game? Their game is when Sunday too. What are they? Friday? So everybody plays Sunday, I think. Series Sunday. They play Sunday. Cleveland Sunday. And tomorrow, the game, the 76ers and the Celtics. And if Lakers win tonight and they up by if they up by half, they at halftime 18 on the Rockets. 18. They about to. Hey, that's what you call them had at the halftime last night. They had 36.
Yeah, my bracket, I got Lakers in 6, so they got to win tonight.
I think they win. I think you got to give LeBron James credit, man. No Luka Doncic, no Austin Reeves, and you had
no Reeves.
No Reeves had him up 3-0. LeBron James and a bunch of ancillary misfits. But Rudy Rochamore and them could play.
Salute to Bronny, bro. Bronny's been putting on for his city, man. He's killing it.
Killing it. As I said, you got to give these kids a chance to grow, man. And I'm not a Lakers fan, but I don't have no problem Lakers beating. I just think that much as we can hate LeBron James, I still don't think they get that man the respect he deserves. Forget about what he do with the Knicks or anything like that. But I think people don't give him the credit for what he did in the NBA, how long he was doing it, what he did. He's not even a scorer. Can you imagine if he was a score first type dude? He's not even he's more like a Magic Johnson type guy. He's not like can imagine if he was a scoring dude. LeBron James would be crazy, but he's like a facilitator type guy, and his record's going. Ain't nobody gonna be able to break a lot of LeBron James records when it's all said and done. I mean,
that's why I was saying things about the Spurs and Wemby, because LeBron James has that way of getting to the rim at will. Like he could just jump from the free throw line and dunk it. But Wemby, he's doing this thing right now where he's pretending to jump and he's going up for a jump shot and he's dumping the ball right over the defender because he's so tall and getting that easy dump pass for an easy bucket. So we got to watch for that kind of stuff if we see them in the finals. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We beat them twice, right? This year?
Yeah, in the cup and then the regular season.
Yeah.
And I think they beat us once, if I remember. I gotta look back.
Yeah, and listen, we got a talented team, ladies and gentlemen. I make no mistake about it. And we just got to just keep playing the way we were playing. I think after we got our mojo back, it's gonna be hard to beat the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be hard to beat them. I'm not saying they can't be beat, but it's gonna be hard to beat them. Let me put it like that. Because I just don't think they got to answer. There's right now with the team left in the East that we're gonna be playing. If we play Boston, they don't have no answer for Jalen Brunson and Big Cat. They don't
think anyone has an answer for Cat. To be honest, he's got the league on notice right now, man.
Yeah, for real.
They're all sitting around thinking, how are we gonna stop this guy if we see him? Oh, I don't know. They're stumped. They don't know what to do. OG Anunoby's too lethal.
That's what I mean. We got and Nick, that's a great point. Time is good for heart and Deuce Bryant ankle. That's fact. That's why I'm glad about this thing that these teams going 7 because all these little nicks and bruises we got on our team, the injuries, a little minor hurt nicks and all that. They can try to heal him up and get in the pool, get in the cold thing, whatever. So I'm liking what's going on right now because our guys get to literally get healthy for a couple of days, rest their bodies. That was a big win for the Knicks yesterday. I was like, if the Knicks can close this thing out, don't go to Game 7. In my opinion, that might catapult them in every other series, just due to the fact they got them cats out the way and they got a chance to recalibrate their mental and their physical and get ready to go to the next series. I don't think it's big when you play 82 games a year. Then you got to try to play more. I mean, this is a long, rigorous season.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what did you guys think about Mitchell Robinson too? Like, he should have been sitting. Like, he hurt his ankle and then was put right back into the game. Like, what did you see from that? Do you think we should have been playing him after he got like that little twist?
Only reason I don't have a problem with it because he didn't have a problem with it. If he said he could go, then I was like, okay. I think Mike Brown and trust his player to be truthful about it. So but he said if he say it wasn't no big deal, it was a little tweak. I'm cool, but like I said, it all depends what them cats want to do. I think Mr. Robinson, they competitors, man. That's one thing about them, dude. They competitors, bro. One thing I respect about these players, even though they making millions of dollars, but they competitive. They want to play. These cats literally want to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like kids out there, man. It's to me they still kids in my world. They kids. So yeah, but I wouldn't mind sitting down either. But it seemed like he said he was all right, and he sure made a difference though. Mitchell Robinson is going to be something to record with in these playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. He going to be something to record with. That Mitchell Robinson is like to me the key to the Knicks getting to the finals. I believe if Mitchell Robinson go down, there might be a wrap. And I'm saying this for a role player. He's not really a role player. He's playing a role position on the Knicks because Mitchell Robinson can start on just about any team in the NBA. He just happened to be playing behind Big Cat, but that's what the Knicks wanted to do. But if Mitchell Robinson go down, that changes the whole thing for the Knicks.
And that's the thing, man. There was so much Mitchell Robinson slander in the beginning of the season. People saying, "Oh, we got to get rid of Mitch. He's not helping us." And I'm thinking, like, "Yo, you guys are nuts. This is like our best defender. He's getting all the rebounds. He's doing everything. You guys want to get rid of him because he's injury prone? You missed me with that, man. You missed me with that."
They don't have nobody to do what Mitchell Robinson do on that team. Nobody.
Yo, Jay, were you trying to say something? I saw you pointing at the screen.
He said, "Oh yeah, peace, my bros, Joe and AC. Yep. Listen, we out, man. Yeah, we could do this all night, but it's good,
yeah,
man.
True. All right, man.
But listen, Joe was good chopping up with you, man. Like I said, the door's always open every time you come on in. Jay chose my brother. I'll holler at you on the other side. And Mr. Shaw Powell, when you get back to the chair, I know he got to get up.
Yeah.
Yep. Yo, give me some last thoughts, my man. I know I said it to you already, but y'all brother, give me some extra thoughts when we get up out of here.
Nothing major. See y'all in a couple of days. Peace.
Peace, bro.
Right,
Joe, my man.
Salute, man. 3 capital S's.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Knicks.
Let's go, Knicks. Jay Choden. Be good. We out of here. Y'all enjoy your weekend, man. We'll see y'all when we find out when they're gonna play. I think it might be Tuesday, probably though. So we get it. Peace, everybody. Peace to the chat. Salute to the chat. Thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. Yeah, yes, indeed. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I know it's one of them Friday night joints, man. We ain't here just doing our thing, man. Having fun, talking everything, all things, everything. Like
Yo,
that.
can I let them know where they can find me at?
Yeah, go ahead, my brother. Here, get your plug on, my man.
Yeah, man. Yo, Joe from AC, the YouTube channel. I just dropped a NBA bracket video. If you guys want to check it out, it's my predictions and how this is going. So I got a couple other videos. I'm talking about Sohan and Jalen Brunson cross screens. If you guys want to check them out. So Joe from AC on YouTube, man. Thanks again.
All right, Joe. We're here to check it out, my man. Appreciate you. All right, to my brothers. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
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 You are now about to witness
Knicks real talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. In the rip though, I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up to tip off. We feel like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the link that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on the blue sky. And Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick kid assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire!